and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing an experiment. We already made the aquarium, but I didn't like how it turned out, so I got another one, and we're going to try some tips and tricks that people have said. This is how my first one ended up, even though I let it set for a while, I popped bubbles, I thought everything was fine, and then a bunch came up around the house. Also, can you see these lines? These appeared later. It almost looks like fracture marks on the plastic. Like it's cracked, but you can't feel it. So it's like from the inside. So if anybody knows what the heck is that and how did that happen, please let me know. But let's get the wrapper off, and there's two things we're going to try in here to hopefully make an aquarium with no bubbles. While I'm opening the packages, I'll explain to you the two things I'm going to try. So, first suggestion I saw, and I'm like, oh, I should have done that. That makes a lot of sense, is to mix up the sand and the resin in something separate and then dump it in there. Because when you dump the sand in, put resin on top, if there's any air bubbles, which there's gonna be, they kind of get trapped in there. Even when you put that little seal over it, there's ways it gets out, and I can't really explain it. It probably has a lot to do with setting the stuff on top of it. The bubbles come up from those areas. So that's the first thing we're going to do. I'm gonna measure out the sand and then mix it together and then just cure that probably. So it's like a flat level. Well, I guess I have to put the jellyfish in, at least the jellyfish in, since that has a base. I wouldn't necessarily have to put the pineapple in. The other thing I'm going to do is fill it up completely and let it set for 24 hours, which is going to be the hardest part for me, but people swear by it. So we're gonna do it. It's experimental. And maybe you probably don't need like full 24 hours, but we are going to. The first thing we need to do is put that sticker on the back. Last time I made it just slightly crooked. I was a little sad about that. So let's see if I could redeem myself. Because I want a perfect little SpongeBob tank for my desk. So that's what we're going to put this. When it's complete, I'll probably give the other one to one of the kids. Yeah, there's an easier lift thing here at the bottom. Forgot about that. Okay, I'm gonna do this off camera because I think that's part of the reason I put it crooked last time. I think I have it on there. It is very sticky. So you want to make sure you have it lined up and it goes from end to end. There's no like gaps in between it or anything. So, okay, got that on there perfectly. Now I'm going to put some sand in there to measure it out. I think it's best if you don't use that much. I don't even know why I opened this. I could have just used the sand I had in the other bag, but oh well. I'm going to roughly guesstimate. I like a real thin layer because if you put it too thick, then the pineapple is going to stick out of the water and stuff like that. So make sure you have enough where you're covering the bottom, but it doesn't need to be like crazy high. I guess I could always mix more than I need and then whatever gets dumped in there. So something like that. So now I'm using like a medicine cup. And then we're going to dump some resin in there. Don't know how much, but we'll start with that. And then just mix, mix, mix so everything is coated and wet looking. Which that might actually be enough, but I'm probably gonna add just a tiny bit more. Like that. And once we feel like that is mixed enough, we're gonna transfer it back to that tank. If I need to mix any more for any reason, same process. And then when I'm done with this cup, I'll just set it under the UV lamp, cure it, and then this stuff should just crack and come out, and then you could keep reusing that cup. So this might be a little time consuming. And I'll also have to get it off the glass. I got some back here. So I'm going to try to smooth that out as best as I can. I guess I should have opened the jellyfish. Probably need to place that first. But that looks good, the way it's kind of getting all liquidy. And it's doing that, what I call the flooding thing that cookies do when you put icing on it. And then it like smooths out. That's what it's doing. Okay.
Doesn't really make sense, but okay.
It does make sense if you're a baker. And that's why I always use those terms.
I'm
So,
8. What do you expect?
Yeah, you wouldn't know you're 8. So there's the pink dots. We want that facing forward. I need my tweezers. Oh, they're there.
What do you use these?
Yeah, I don't like using the ones that they give you. They might be cute, but I don't like using them.
Cute.
So we have that kind of angled to the side. I think that looks cute. And now I'm going to try to cover that base. It is clear, but we like to put sand on top of it. That way you can't see it at all. And then I don't think I will put the pineapple house in yet. I think if we have a flat base for it, that might prevent bubbles coming up. If we cure it really good. I have everything smoothed out, and with that resin, like there's no bumps, it's real smooth across. I'm very hopeful for this. So I'm going to cure this really well. I got that base covered pretty decently. I'm going to cure this for a long time. Might even let it, well, there's like a little bit of bubbles down there, but even if they come up, that's not really going to do anything. But in other words, like I always do, I'm going to over cure it. If it says 5 to 10 minutes, I'm probably going to do 20 minutes. And then we will come back to pour all the resin in here and then let it sit. And maybe I'll do like a couple cuts every few hours so that you can see the progress of what it's looking like. That might actually be fun. So yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so that is fully cured. Cured it a bunch from this direction. I even flipped it upside down, cured that really well. Just trying everything here. So I think what I'm going to do now is put like a little dollop of resin and secure the house and cure that, and then I will dump the rest in. Just because I feel like if this isn't set in place, it's going to be like floating up or moving, and I don't want that to happen. But at least I'm confident that the underneath of it will be sealed and there shouldn't be any bubbles coming out. It pains me to rip this package open because it's so stinking cute. Okay, let me just put drop in there. Maybe more is better, that way it seals the whole bottom of it. So there's not bubbles gonna be able to sit under there. So I'm gonna grab it by this and stick it in there, pop that bubble, kind of smooth it out. I think I'm gonna put it about like that. I guess I want it away from the wall, maybe a little bit, so there's room around there. So something like that. I will cure it. So now the pineapple is secured. And then the fun part, I'm gonna dump all this in and then let it set for forever. I filled mine up, so it was pretty much level to the glass. And there's some big air bubbles. A lot of them will come up and pop on their own. So even if you're not gonna do the 24-hour thing, let it sit as long as you can. You could always go in with a toothpick, kind of lift up the bubbles if they're at the bottom. Pop any that are at the top. It's going to use pretty much every bit of what's in here. Probably should go ahead and pop those big ones. Oh, there they go. They're popping.
Are you doing Bob?
Yep, the bob.
the bob. You know.
Do you think we're going to be successful this time?
Yeah.
You do?
You know all about the bob. What, you were saying it?
I know. I think it was like from a TikTok or something. It got stuck in my head.
About the bob.
You know that I'm known for the bob, is what they
Oh,
say.
it sounds like I'm all about the bob.
No.
I'm all about the bob. I'm all about Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers.
She's currently watching a show. What is it called? Gravity Falls?
Gravity Falls with Bill Cipher.
And the girl that does one of the voices is also the girl from Bob's Burgers.
Grimdark Candy.
The main girl. Who's the main girl? The sister?
Mabel.
Mabel, yep. She is the voice of, is it Louise from Bob's Burgers?
Girl, I don't know. I don't pay attention to the name
Say,
of
girl, I
Bob's
don't know.
Burgers.
Okay, so that is pretty much level. I'm just going to set it over in the corner where there's no sunlight that's going to hit it. And we're just going to keep an eye on it. And I'll probably pop in every so often and give you like an update from like a more direct angle so you can see what's going on. So this is what it looks like after. It's been 2.5 hours. There is, I don't think, any bubbles at the top. If there are, they're very tiny. The only thing I'm noticing is there is a bubble right underneath where the jellyfish is. So with that being said, what I really should have did, I think mixing the sand like I did in the first step was perfect. I think that is like a must do. But when I put the resin in, I should have stopped right as it covered the top of the jellyfish. That way I would have been able to get that bubble out easier with a toothpick or scooping it. Because now that it's all the way up top, can I get it out? Yes. But I might make a mess or kind of stir up more resin. And I can't really like tilt it to see if it'll come out because it's filled up so high. But that's the only thing I'm really seeing. I guess we'll just let it set. Maybe it'll come up on its own. I kind of don't think it will. But if it's still there in a couple hours, maybe I'll take a toothpick to it. First I couldn't see, but there are a couple little itty bitty bubbles back here along this wall. You probably just pop those. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get that bubble out. And I know it's probably hard for you to see at this angle. I'm not sure that I'll be able to get that. I feel like I need to tilt the tank. What I ended up doing is taking this toothpick, and I can't really demonstrate, but I pressed it like that to kind of bend but not completely break the tip. That way it was angled, and I kind of went underneath and kept moving it until I dislodged the bubble. I got two rather small ones you could kind of see at the top. It looks like there's still a little bit of one underneath, but it looks better, so we're just gonna let it set and see if the other ones come dislodged. It's officially the next day. There is just like 4 itty bitty bubbles on top. I probably won't even try to pop those. The one under the jellyfish is still there, but I kind of don't care because you can't see it that well. If it cures just as it is now, I'll be happy. So I'm gonna put it under the light and I'll be back to show you what it looks like. Hopefully no bubbles. Okay, so the bubble that was underneath the jellyfish got bigger, and you could see that bubble to the side of the house, a massive one. Well, you can't really see it from the back, came up from the side all the way to the top. So I did poke at it and poked a little hole in there, so I'm going to try to add some resin to fill it because I've done that before pretty successfully. But I'm just happy there's no bubbles in front of the house like there is for the other one. So I still think mixing the sand with the resin was the best thing possible, but I could kind of see how maybe resin got under there and trapped a bubble. So let's see if I can fill that in. I just need like the smallest drop. Too bad I don't have a nozzle where I can just shoot it directly in there. So I'm just going to try to put it over the hole and hopefully it runs in there. The last time I did this, it was a much larger hole, so it was easier. Maybe I can guide it or drop it with a toothpick. That actually might be a better idea if I can get a dollop of it. There's not too much resin left in there. Let's see if we can drop it directly on top there and just kind of let it run. And hopefully it will fill up that area. If not, I guess it's okay, because like I said, you can't see it from behind there. Or up front, rather. Okay, I think that's going in there. Okay, I don't think it's gonna help, but I did put some resin all on the top here. There's just enough to put a tiny layer. That way you're not gonna see lines where I tried to patch it. And then I'm gonna let this just sit for a really long time. It's possible that it fills up, but it might not. All right, we'll see what happens. So here's the final look. It did not really help filling it. Like, I think it filled it a little bit at the top, but you could still see it if you're looking down. But if you had it at eye level, it looks pretty good. I still recommend mixing the sand and the resin first. Next, what I would do, if I can go back, is fill the resin just to above the jellyfish and let it sit there for a really long time. And then if there's any bubbles under the jellyfish, they should be fairly easy to get out. And yeah, I guess it's always a risk about the pineapple, but I guess I could have put that down when I cured the sand. I just didn't want anything to come up after that. And it kind of did anyways, but overall, very thankful it's behind the pineapple, not in front of the pineapple, because that would be devastating. So I'll show you both side by side. You can see this one turned out a lot better. It's slightly cloudy, but it should clear up eventually because this one was the same way initially. So that's for me testing the bubble theory. If you have other comments, it looks like there's going to be more aquarium type things coming out, so I'll do another video and we'll test some more if you have other suggestions. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.